Here, in the inner sanctum of the Parsi fire temple, young boys, followers of the prophet Zarathustra, studied their religion, Zoroastrianism. It was here that Farrokh was confirmed into the faith.
The main difference that I see between Zoroastrianism and the other religions of the world is, for us, life is a celebration. The Untold ceremony is the ceremony of initiation, and it normally happens for a child, boy or girl, between the ages of 7 and 10. And that is when the child is ceremonially accepted into the faith. And when this happens, the child is given an undervest known as a sudre and a cord known as a kushti. And this cord is tied around the waist of the child 3 times with the appropriate set of prayers. So you might liken the Untold to perhaps the Jewish bar mitzvah, or in the case of the Brahmins, the tying of the janoi. But for us, it happens both for boys as well as for girls, showing this wonderful equality that we have, in a sense, shown right from the beginning of when our religion started.
Founded in Persia around 1000 BC, the Parsi faith once predominated between Kabul and Jerusalem and helped build modern India. But now the old-fashioned ways of this remarkable community threaten its very survival. There are only 2 Parsis left in Zanzibar. Freddie ceased to be a practicing Parsi in later life, but remained proud of his religion and was given a Parsi burial after his death.
He was sort of interested in the Western music.
It would be, you'd be playing records and look at the fashion magazines and pop magazine to try and see what the other outside world is doing. Although by the time we got the magazines, they were about a couple of months old, but it was still news, you know, because that was the only way to be up to date with the Western world.
Farrokh's yearning to see foreign lands was granted at the age of 8½, when his parents decided that his education would be better served by a spell in an Indian boarding school. In the summer of 1955, he set sail on an epic journey across a vast expanse of ocean, leaving all that was familiar behind him. After an 8-week journey, Farrokh arrives in Bombay, the northwestern Indian port that his Parsi ancestors had helped build. He combats the stress of being an 8-year-old alone at sea for so long by picturing the continent that awaits him. Like most visitors, his first sight of the city is the gateway to India. A city of 16 million inhabitants, Bombay is pure culture shock for little Farrokh. Hailing from a town of 60,000, he is dazed and confused by the noise and bustle. With a sense of joyous anticipation commingling with his fear of the unknown, he sets off on the train journey southeast. Hour after hour, the Indian countryside flies past Farrukh's eyes. But his sense of wonder is tempered by homesickness, worries about his sister's emotional well-being, anxiety about what awaits him ahead, and a general sadness that he must pay for a superior education with this enormous separation from family and home.
Mustafa, Mustafa, Mustafa Ibrahim. Mustafa, Mustafa, Mustafa Ibrahim. Hey!
In transit through Pune, a bastion of influence during Gandhi's campaign for Indian independence, he is confronted for the first time by the depths of the continent's poverty. The bus takes him on to Panchgani, or the Five Hills, the mecca of the Maharashtra province, 1,334 meters above sea level. In 1955, before his 9th birthday, and at the end of a 60-day journey since leaving his parents in Zanzibar, Farrukh arrives in the town that will be his home for the next 8 years, and enrolls at St. Peter's Church of England School.
My name is Roy Robinson, and I am currently the officiating principal at St. Peter's School, Panchgani. The school was founded in the year 1902. It is a residential public school which presents boys for the Indian Certificate of Secondary Education examination. Farrukh Balsara came to St. Peter's as a boarder from Zanzibar in the year 1955. The exact date on which he came was the 14th of February. He was good in sports, music, and art, and he soon came to be known as Freddie. Unfortunately, Freddie left St. Peter's on the 25th of February 1963, having failed in the Class 10 examination.
A thorough route through the original school journals reveals that Freddie acted in a variety of plays, more often than not playing women's parts. At school festivities, he began singing in public, wowing the assembly with standards like O Sole Mio and The Champ of the Gypsies. He was an accomplished boxer, a good singer, an outstanding pianist, an unbeatable table tennis player, and a thoroughly mediocre cross-country runner. In the school journals, we also found Freddie's first essay.
Panchgani, February 5th, 1958. Dear Mom and Dad, I hope you are all well and Kashmira's cold is better. Don't worry, I'm fine. Me and my friends at the Ashley house are like a second family. The teachers are very strict and discipline is most important here at St. Peter's. I'm very happy to tell you that I was awarded the big trophy, Best All-Rounder, Junior. I received a big trophy and they even took a photograph, which will appear in the annual school magazine. I'm very proud and I hope you are too. Send my love to Cash. I love my little sister as I love you all. Farrukh.